Well, scientists in the Amazon rainforest may have found the world's biggest snake.
You're talking about a 25, 30 foot, 300, 400 pound snake with a head bigger than a football.
It was a difficult thing it was such a stressful, my heart was going like this. The last thing I remember is seeing the snake's mouth open straight at my face.
What's hiding behind the shadows, and what is disguising itself in the dense forest?
It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house in the middle of the freaking jungle.
You'll be able to solve these mysteries after watching this video.
It's really weird. You can see like a tree inside of a tree.
From mind-boggling sights to jaw-dropping encounters, let's uncover the scarcely explored jungles from around the world that will leave you shocked.
There's a freaking airplane in the middle of the jungle. This is crazy. I was not expecting that.
A man from Florida was taking a stroll in the park during the day just to clear his mind. However, things took an unexpected turn when he saw a very large snake known as a Titan boa. Now, when I say this is huge, I mean it because this thing was massive. It probably weighed around 1,000 kilograms at a length of nearly 50 feet. The person recording this massive snake probably had a lot of faith in himself. Because if I were in his place, I would be frozen in a state of shock. What do you think about this fascinating creature? Let me know in the comments below. Anaconda resting near river. A group of friends came across an anaconda a couple of years back as they were walking along the Amazon River, and that sight is still quite breathtaking. You know when you see something scary like a massive snake, this must have been one of those moments. Anyone who went to bother this anaconda should surely be prepared for the consequences of their actions. The guys even did us a favor by catching the anaconda up close. There isn't any accurate measurement of this anaconda. However, it was confirmed it easily crossed the 15-foot mark. Boy, that sure does seem crazy. World biggest cave. Sun Dong Cave, based in central Vietnam, Thailand, is one of the biggest caves in the whole world. This cave was discovered in 1991 and is up to 5 times bigger than the next largest cave in Vietnam. I mean, how crazy does that seem? I am not done yet though. One single chamber in this cave is 3 miles long, and the ceilings are 600 feet high. Located near the Laos-Vietnam border, this cave has many untouched jungles grown inside of it, which makes it one of the most beautiful discoveries in the whole world. Huge snake. Imagine you're in a forest in India when you see something that sends shivers down your spine, something extremely unsettling and mind-blowing. You see a snake, not just any snake, but the biggest ones in the world. This is exactly what happened to the people who captured this video, as this snake is one of the largest in the world and is known as the reticulated python, measuring 13 to 16 feet in length. Luckily, the explorers did not have a close interaction with the serpent, as they got just to witness it going on the other side. Nan Madol City. Many people refer to Nan Madol, a destroyed city found in a jungle, as the 8th wonder of the world. In the Federated States of Micronesia, it was found in 1874, close to Pohnpei Island by a Polish oceanographer. Once the capital of the Sotaler dynasty, it was kind at first, but eventually had to deal with a lot of pressure. Currently, it is a well-known archaeological site made up of man-made islands connected by canals.
It's massive.
It was through oral tradition. Those are stories handed down generation to generation.
It's a popular place for passionate archaeologists, but not so much for visitors on vacation. Archaeologists find the finding of Nan Madol to be a fascinating place that has been passed down through the years. Creepy encounter. Yet another fascinating unknown creature is seen in the Appalachian Mountains in this video. The odd-looking creature is hiding behind a log of wood, almost as if it is scared of something. Now, even when this video is further zoomed in, Nothing can be said for sure, but it does resemble a possum. The two visible dark spots are probably its ears, and rather it seems as if it's getting food out of that log. However, though nothing can be said, in a universe full of odd-looking creatures, this thing could be identified as anything. Perhaps even a supernatural occurrence? Right. Huge creature remains. This next video, recorded in Hawaii, will leave you in a state of shock. Very huge bones of gigantic creatures are seen to be discovered in Hawaii. Various skeletons of primitive animals just seem to be left as it is. However, this seems too good to be true. I mean, come on! You can't just expect to see the bones of extinct primitive animals, right? Many people are saying that this is a movie set, which would honestly explain the reason behind these skeletons being found in such a common manner. What do you guys think it might be? Leave a comment down below. Weird statues. Consider yourself walking in the forest when something creepy, particularly mirror-like figures, pop right in front of you. This is what happened to this explorer. The mirror sculptures by Rob Mulholland, scattered around the Scottish countryside, are among the oddest forest installations. The sculptures are terrifying up close since they are fully hidden and mirror the surrounding trees. Although the ghostly figures are meant to examine the relationship between humans and nature, that sure does seem very scary. But I'm still very confused regarding why someone would place mirror sculptures in the middle of the forest. Uncontacted tribemen. In this video, a few Tugatul tribesmen in Indonesia seem to be warning the outsiders to stay away, as soon as they notice a bunch of bulldozers destroying their forest or their natural habitat. If they do not stay away, the tribemen would not have hesitated in attacking them. Due to mining operations taking place, the land had to be cleared for further progress to take place. One of the tribe members even shot an arrow towards the miners for them to back off immediately. Upon being nearly hit by the arrow, the miners decided that this was not the right place to mine. I think the tribesmen's reaction was justified. What do you guys think? Adolf Hitler's bunker. Something mysterious was discovered in the forest. Well, to be more obvious, a famous home was discovered in the midst of the jungle. Any guesses? It was Adolf Hitler's home, as shown in this video, has a kitchen, 2 bedrooms, and a rather modern bathroom, with blue and yellow tile remains from the original floor.
It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house in the middle of the freaking jungle.
Blue and yellow tiles. See the yellow?
There is also a toilet paper dispenser and a tank reservoir on the toilet side.
It's the place for the toilet side.
That's a reservoir for the tank?
For the tank.
Adolf Hitler was renowned for his extravagant lifestyle, and the mansion is situated in the middle of a jungle. He had 10 elaborately constructed headquarters around Europe, one of which being his own Becker mansion located in Bavaria. Hitler would go to this mansion if he were on the run, since it was designed to be a refuge of great luxury. Scary tree. At the start of the video, as a man was enjoying his hike in a palm forest, he came across something extremely scary that was seen which you might not believe. Nobody knows what this mysterious creature that was shown may have been.
This is a beautiful area if you ever want to come for like a hike or something. That looks insane.
It seems as if there is a skeleton inside of the tree, and there could be a ghostly explanation for it. But that thing is quite creepy.
It's really weird. You can see like a tree inside of a tree.
People are saying that it could be a strangler fig that is all over trees in Florida. But what do you guys think? Tell us in the comments below. Abandoned passenger plane.
328 Heavy, Mayday aircraft.
Encore 3139, I see the turn, not getting any response. Do you hear me?
All across the world, abandoned airplanes are buried in temporary graves called airplane boneyards, where they decay. I know you may not believe this, but take a look for yourself. These graveyards are frequently found in areas close to limestone quarries, where people have created several theories regarding the plane's presence. Some think it was meant to be a restaurant for tourists, while others think it was the wreckage of an unexpected landing. There's odd humor in turning an abandoned plane into a restaurant, considering how many people have enjoyed delicious meals on real planes. In my opinion, airplane food is the absolute worst, just tasting like leftovers that they warmed up and served. Ancient Angkor statues. Back in Cambodia, something extremely magnificent is seen. Statues with proper faces made on them are visible, and in my opinion, it's an extremely magnificent sight. These statues are over 1,000 years old, introduced during the Buddhist expansion. Their condition, however, makes them look brand new. Nearby these statues, ancient temples can also come across full of miniature statues, particularly related to Buddhism. This seems extremely fascinating to me. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. Abandoned World War II airplane. In this video, a World War II airplane was discovered by a group of men in a jungle in Papua New Guinea. Can you believe that? As the men make their way in the jungle, they find the aircraft, which rather looks nearly rotten. It has mold all over it and looks inaccessible, which can easily be made out from the video. Little did they know, this was an aircraft nearly 100 years old. Moving further, the men also come across many other parts of the plane, such as the whole cockpit and the cabin can be seen. Now, if you're in Papua New Guinea and come across such ancient artifacts, don't be surprised. Mysterious serpent. A video was captured in February 2023 in Ranco Lake, Chile, revealing a sea creature that resembles a dinosaur. Now, before you come at me claiming it was a reptile, this lake's climate is too cold or too warm for alligators and crocodiles, making it unsuitable for their habitat. The footage shows an unknown sea creature, somewhat like a dinosaur. However, it can't be identified what it may be. Now, lots of people are saying that this is a river otter, since they can also get pretty big, yet nobody still knows what it is. It could be a Loch Ness too, since there have been several recent sightings with people claiming they spotted an unknown creature. Cowlick Mule. Imagine if you discovered a new city in the middle of Mexico, with possibly a lot of things left in it to discover. What would your reaction be? Cowlick Mule is a mystery of Maya ruin in Mexico that is located within a government-protected nature reserve. The city was constructed around 550 BC, and between 250 and 900 AD, it peaked. However, by 1000 AD, it was entirely abandoned. The population peaked at about 1.5 million. Between 1000 and 1500 AD, Cowlick Mule was a pilgrimage place, although it had been abandoned by the year 1000. To please the gods within ancient temples and pyramids, the local peasants would deliver sacrifices. Forest discovery. Coming up next, we have another discovery for forest lovers. Currently, China has one of the world's largest sinkholes. Its name is extremely weird and therefore very difficult to pronounce. The sinkhole is known as Jiaxia Tankang. The depth of this sinkhole is nearly 660 meters, and its volume is a massive 130 million cubic meters. That is huge! Just imagine if you take a walk in this sinkhole. It will take at least half a day to walk up and down. That's like a full day's exercise, or even more. We're not done as yet. It feels as if you're looking at the sky through the bottom of the well. That's how deep this sinkhole is. Secret pyramid. The Pomeli pyramids are most commonly found in Polynesia and Samoa, and are kept a secret. They are not pyramids, but rather a pyramid structure. However, its original purpose and the identity of its creators is a mystery, and this pyramid is the most ancient structure in Polynesia. These foundations are ancient, but the actual date of the construction seems rather unknown. What do you think about these pyramids? Chupacabra in Venezuela. In September 2013, an explorer in a remote jungle in Venezuela discovered a mysterious creature's body in a clearing. While it's not uncommon to find animal carcasses in a jungle, as predators often leave them there to feast later, it came out as a shocker. The strange thing about this creature was that it remained unidentifiable, despite having claws that resembled tiny human fingers. If you ask me, I believe if it weren't so strange, it would have been eaten fully. The only reason due to which animals let it decompose in the jungle was its weird physical appearance, and this all led the explorer to conclude that it was the remains of the rarely found chupacabra. Strange black creature. Another mysterious creature could have been observed on the ground in this next video. I'm not sure what this thing is right now, but it appears to be black and to be lying on the ground. Now, I can't identify what it is, but it sure doesn't appear to be a snake. Although this monster is described as a bear of some kind by some people, it seems more like a demon to me. Because bears are known for their mighty size, and this one creature on the road seems too fragile to be a bear. So could this be yet another case of a supernatural occurrence? I'll surely be needing some comments below regarding what you guys think. Creepy remains of a deer.
That is the remains of a deer.
An eagle was observed flying in the forest by the person recording this video, which is extremely unusual for them since they don't quite fly through there. The skeleton of a dead deer seemed to be found, possibly chewed by raccoons or a cougar in Salt Spring Island, Canada.
Now we know why there was an eagle flying around in the back 40 of our property. I don't usually see the eagles come flying in through the forest like they've been doing.
Along with that, remains of a deer also appeared. No wonder the eagle seemed attracted to that area. Many other people in the area were extremely curious, as they could smell something very odd from the nearby area. Unknown animal in forest. The individual who took this video, James Jones, was building an official circle prop for his independent horror film. During the preparations, he, along with his crew, discovered a mystery creature in the very location where he had drawn the circle after doing some research on supernatural entities.
See that? Yeah. Ooh, now I just creep myself out. Oh, God.
It was a dark black figure with an unidentified structure, standing still among the trees. Already on a hunt for something otherworldly, he decided to follow its tracks. So the day after he ruled out stumps and trees as potential places to locate its exact spot, but the next day, it vanished. Both the origin of the ceremonial circle and the mystery of the existence of the creature remain unsolved. However, some suggest that it might have wanted Jones to get out of the place and appeared just to scare him out. Weird animal. In this video, another odd-looking creature, which looks somewhat like a lion, is seen. If you don't believe me, take a look for yourself.
Meu Deus do céu, cuidado, Marcelo, cuidado!
This four-legged creature is trying to attack the man, who has the height advantage over him. But as it tries to make its way and harm the man, it fails due to unknown reasons. As the video is zoomed in for a slight second, the creature looks more like a full-grown lion, except it was significantly smaller and seems to be running toward the man making the video. I hope the man came back safely, because the cryptid here was not in a mood for it. Creepy-looking creature. Next on the list, I have another video of an extremely frightening creature that cannot be identified at the moment, since I've surely never seen anything like this before. Now, this creature looks like a frog. However, more particularly, it has the features of a lizard and is just two-legged, as shown in the video. Now, even I can't figure out what this is. Might it be something new to science or just a hoax caught on camera? Mysterious-looking cave. Abandoned cave with a prehistoric structure. This sure was a blast from the past. This video, which was recorded by a man somewhere in Peru, shows us a massive cave. which some say is a creature of art. As we see in the video, this cave surely does look like a creature of art. Now, you might think that this cave just seems boring. However, there are various fascinating windows and doors. Nobody knows where these doors lead, but they could lead us to, and the explorer himself didn't even try to find out. Therefore, this cave remains a mystery. Stone Spheres of Costa Rica. The El Salinico archaeological site, located in southern Costa Rica, was inhabited between 300 BC and 800 AD. The area, which was once a pasture or grassland, was burnt annually, resulting in damage and exfoliation. As of right now, the location is considered a crucial reserve, with a table area close to the spheres. The discovery of items such as hammers suggests the value that cultures placed on this particular item. Oriented west, semi-buried spheres survived decades of cultural activity and pillage. With a view of the neighboring mountains and the delta, the location of these spheres is fantastic. Rainbow Swamp. This phenomenon has a resemblance to an image of a rainbow from a certain point. Winter in the lower sun caused the rainbow swamp, a phenomenon that is said to be caused by a reflective effect, to be visible at a certain angle in the sky. The buildup of organic substances such as lipids, which refract light on the water's surface, is thought to be the reason.
It's an accumulation of an organic compound on the surface of the water, a lipid or something like that, that refracts the light.
These substances build up and take longer to break down in the swamp because of lower microbial activity, therefore making them less noticeable during the warmer months. Seems cool, right? Ancient paintings. Up next, I have something extremely bizarre, something which may not have an explanation yet. The low mountains of La Landina's cliffs were covered in hundreds of painted images depicting the animals and vegetation of the ancient travelers from the Amazon. These figures are geometric figures, human figures, magic, and shamanic figures. The paintings convey a deep connection to nature, and the colors they include are earth-sourced iron oxide minerals. It is evident from the paintings that prehistoric humans coexisted with the animals and plants in the forest. Certain species appear to have vanished from the face of the earth thousands of years ago, such as jaguars, tapirs, and deer. These paintings offer a fascinating glimpse into the thoughts and way of life of the earliest Ice Age inhabitants of the Amazon, emphasizing the significance of the historic routes these people traveled. Russian dolls. You're taking a walk in the woods and are taken aback when you find something weird, something extremely creepy, known as the Russian baby dollhouse. An unknowing hiker in the Russian countryside came into the frightening Russian baby dollhouse, an abandoned house filled with chopped up dolls and a partially rotten cow skull. The home is strangely mysterious that got abandoned in 2006. The spooky ambiance is enhanced by the numerous theories that attempt to fill the gap left by the absence of concrete solutions. Therefore, the unsettling arrangement and its decorators remain a mystery. Eighth Wonder. You probably think that there are 7 wonders of the world, right? But what if I told you that there is an 8th wonder in the world as well? Situated in Sri Lanka, this fort, known as Sigiriya, is usually referred to by some people as the 8th wonder of the world. Just by looking at the structure, we can conclude that this thing is massive, with a staircase leading you to the top. Oh, and don't get me started about that view. It is breathtaking. You can see the whole forest full of trees from there. Now, that is just marvelous in my opinion. Leave a comment below about what you guys think about the so-called 8th wonder of the world. Airplane converted into hotel. That's right, a literal airplane in the middle of nowhere seems to be converted into a hotel. Now, that is just extremely cool. Situated in Costa Rica, this hotel is a treat for nature lovers with a natural view of the surrounding forest, as well as the beach in front of the hotel. Now, I know what you might be wondering. How did this end up here? Well, it's a long story, but the owner of this aircraft broke it up into 5 different pieces and decided to make a hotel out of it, giving the impression that this was the result of a crash landing. The owner surely was innovative. Las Posas. This beautiful structure was built back in the 1950s by the British. It is situated in Ixtatal, Mexico. Now I know what you may be wondering. Were things that modern back in the 1950s? Well, yes, I suppose architecture was very modern back then as well, which is shown to us in this video. This beautiful garden has many beautiful structures made inside of it. A staircase which leads to the roof of this garden. This garden didn't have any sort of purpose. It was just built by the British for purely the purpose of aesthetics. Mayan ruins. The world of prehistoric Mayan ruins is both mysterious and fascinating. In this video, I will discuss the intriguing history of ancient Mayan ruins in Belize. Although Belize was known to be a preferred location for the Mayans, experts were not always fully aware of the extent of these ruins. Belize is regarded by archaeologists as a hotspot for fresh Mayan discoveries, including historic wealth and holy artifacts. But what they discovered instead of a vast river or exposed graves was a group of deserted ruins. Belize has emerged as a center for the study of ancient Mayan ruins, with numerous sites located in the far-off forests that are yet unexplored. Experts predict that Belize will have even more prehistoric ruins. Secret tree. Imagine this. You're taking a walk in the Congo jungle when you discover something odd, something that you have never seen before. Take a look at this tree that is large enough for grown people to pass through. That alone is insane, but wait until you see the inside. Who knew trees could look like that? While this is interesting enough, here's the scary part. Some jungles in the world may be hiding a whole new world in their trees. A tree like that with a marked entrance is sure to draw in visitors of all sorts. Perhaps it is already a well-known ceremonial site, but the people haven't found it yet. Or perhaps, given its remote location and lonely surroundings, it serves as a safe place for evil spirits. Baobab tree. Known as the tree of life, the baobab tree in Africa has been around for more than 200 million years, dating back to the era of the dinosaurs. This enormous tree has supported tribes through severe drought conditions. Its large 50% water-containing stem enables it to regenerate after standing leafless for several years. Every drop of rainwater is absorbed by the porous wood, which serves as a moisture reservoir. The edible leaves of the baobab tree are a staple crop of vegetables. Its sour fruit has 6 times the vitamin C of oranges, and its bark produces strong fiber that can be used to make rope and fabric. How crazy does that seem? Ruin house. In Argentina's northern jungle, archaeologists have found a house-like building that is walled, shielded, and inaccessible. Could this structure be a Nazi haven? Let's find out! Objects were found including coins, ceramics, and ammo from the Bayan period. The majority of the Nazis that Argentina had kept safe were permitted to live freely in several Argentine towns during the war. Thus, it was thought that the home was a ready-made refuge that was never needed. The archaeologists also found several snakes and insects in this area that own the remains now. Giant fish. There's always a bigger fish in the water, and these people are masters in catching those big fishes. But look how they are needing an entire group of people to carry it around the jungle. I believe it would be enough to feed the entire village. This giant fish was the arapaima, a massive fish that is native to South America's Amazon region. And no, this isn't even the biggest arapaima that exists. They can be even more huge than this. When the video first surfaced, a lot of people thought it was some kind of mythical ancient creature, like a mermaid that could somehow survive in the jungle. But turns out sometimes it's just the ordinary animals that shock everyone with their extraordinary features. Worker caught anaconda. Construction workers in Brazil discovered something very strange. It was a 33-foot anaconda weighing 881 pounds that got captured after an explosion in the cave of Altamira. Not just long, but the snake was also 1 meter wide. The workers then proceeded to chain the anaconda to a crane and lifted it to show its yellow spotted underbelly. Nobody knows whether the workers accidentally caught the snake or rather they intentionally wanted to take it with them. But just looking at the majestic creature gives me chills, and I hope to never have an encounter with creatures such as these. The subscriber's pick. If you're on a fishing trip with your friends and you see an unexpected guest, what would your reaction be? Whatever it may be, I advise you to stay feet away from the majestic creature, just like these people did. This video shows another massive snake resting on the side of a river. Its huge size is what caught the attention of the people, as they claimed it was a Titan boa the guy captured. Now, I know this snake got extinct 60 million years ago, but that's what the locals believe. A group of individuals seem to have discovered this mind-blowing creature in the Amazon, as they were on a boat and passed by it. It does not seem to be moving. Therefore, this raises questions. Was the snake alive or dead at that time? Nobody knows. Perhaps the snake was resting at that time. Let me know what you think about this enormous snake in the comments below.